Hello, very good afternoon to one and all. Today we discuss about a data wrangling part 2 as a continuation of data wrangling part 1. In this session we are going to learn about how to delete a column, how to delete a row, how to drop the duplicate columns, group the rows by values, concatenating the data frames, and how to create a matrix or a vector, how to find the rank of the matrix, how to trace a matrix, and finally how to add and subtract and multiply the matrices. Yeah, we quickly move on to the Jupyter notebook. Yesterday class we have already installed the pandas library, and also we have taken the Titanic CSV dataset. The same dataset here I am using, so I am first initially loading the pandas library and taking the dataset Titanic, and I am retrieving the first two rows. Yeah, I got the first two rows. Now in order to delete the column, the best way to delete a column is to use the drop with the parameter axis, that is the column axis. Here I am using the axis equal to 1 for age column, so you can see in the output the age column is removed. Similarly, if you want to remove the multiple columns, we can pass the multiple columns like this and we can check the output. Yeah, from the output the columns like survived and P class are removed, and I am retrieving the first two rows. Now in order to delete a row, how can we delete a row? So we can delete a row by using the Boolean condition to create a new data frame excluding the rows you want to delete. For example, I want to delete the rows which contains the female, so I am just running the first 5 rows from my data set. Yeah, I got the first 5 rows. From this I want to remove the female rows so that I can use the condition like this: data frame of sex not equal to female dot head of 2. I am just retrieving the first 2 rows. So I am just removing the female rows and only retrieving the male rows. You can see the index values 2, 4. The index 0, 1 and 3 are deleted as part of sex equal to female. Now how can we drop the duplicate rows? We can drop the duplicate rows by using drop underscore duplicates. Here the parameters has to be mentioned very carefully. Initially I am taking the initial data set, you wait for the output. Now I want to delete the duplicate rows in the sex, that is I want to return only female and male rows only. So I am running this line also. We can wait for the output. Yeah, we got the output. Here we are getting the rows female and male only and removing all the duplicate rows. That is, here I am removing the duplicate rows, so only female and male rows are returned. Now in the next step I am going to group the rows. How can we group the rows? By using the columns. Here I am grouping the rows with the column sex and calculate the mean of the group. So we can group the rows by using a group by, which is one of the most powerful features of pandas. Group by needs to be paired with some operation we want to apply to each group, such as calculating an aggregate statistics. That is, group by alone cannot be used. It has to be used along with any statistical method like mean or median or add or sum, etc. So here I am retrieving the first 5 rows and I am grouping the rows based by using a group by command along with the mean. So it will return the mean value based upon the sex. Yeah, we wait for the output. If you use group by alone, we get the output negatively, that is it will want to use any of the statistical method. Yeah, we got the output C. Yeah, we get the mean value for female as well as male. If we use group by individually, it will generate a negative output. For example, we can also group the two rows. Here I am grouping the two rows, that is sex and survived, so we can get the female 0 can be survived is 24.9 and 1 survived is 30, and male 0 is 32.3 and 1 survived is 25.9. This type of grouping mechanism is used for training and test data sets in machine learning algorithms. Now, how can we concatenate the data frames? Here I created two data frames. So first I am creating my data and I am attaching it to data frame by using a data frame method, for which I am passing the parameter my data as the parameter and I am specifying the columns. Similarly, for that second data frame method, I am passing my data along with the columns and I am going to use concat method for concatenating these two data frames. So my two data frames are combined and output is displayed. Similarly, we can also perform the merging operation also. Now, so how can we create a matrix and how can we create a vector? In order to create a matrix and a vector, we can use a NumPy library. A NumPy is the foundation of Python machine learning stack. NumPy allows for efficient operations on the data structures and often used in machine learning. Using NumPy, we can create vectors, matrices and tensors, which is very much useful in real world applications. So first I am importing the NumPy library and I am creating the three-dimensional vector, and I am in three-dimensional vector or a matrix, and I am displaying the matrix here. So the matrix is displayed. In order to transpose the matrix, we can use a predefined method T, matrix.t, which was defined in NumPy. Along with, in order to return the matrix rank. So initially I can return the matrix rank. For returning the matrix rank, I am using a linear algebra method matrix_rank, which was predefined in NumPy. So we can easily get the matrix rank here. Similarly, we can also calculate the trace of the matrix and we can add and subtract the matrices, and we can also multiply the matrices. So I am creating two matrices here, matrix A and matrix B. So I am adding the two matrices. Similarly, I can also perform the multiplication of the matrices. So matrices, vectors and data frames are very essential in supervised and unsupervised machine learning algorithms. In next class, we are going to discuss about what is a CART algorithm, and we can have a hands-on experience on what is a decision tree, and we can have a live example how the decision tree can be performed. Thank you.